Welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to Mysteries from Beyond the Other Dominion. I'm your host, Dr. Franklin Ruehl. Now, an intriguing theory regarding the demise of the Titanic. Roll tape! It's time to ask if a German submarine actually torpedoed the Titanic. But first, the trivia question of the day. Let me extricate here from its paper prison. The question: Gaia was the mother of the Titans of Greek mythology. Who was their father? Now this is multiple choice in inverse alphabetical order. Was that father Zeus, Uranus, Prometheus, Kronos, Helios, or Atlas? Now the only prize for the correct answer is one pat on the back that you'll have to administer to yourself. If you want $1 million, call Regis Philbin. But please, please do not call us. We do not have any operators to take your calls, and if we did, we still could not afford prizes. I'll take a sip of water and be back momentarily with that correct answer. Okay, I'm calling time. Let's take a look at the 6 possible answers. The father of the Titans. Was it Zeus, Uranus, Prometheus, Kronos, Helios, or Atlas? And of course I have to ask, is that your final answer? Prometheus? No. It was actually Uranus. There were 6 Titanic sons and 6 Titanic daughters. Now, the ship, the Titanic, of course, on April 14th, 1912, was sunk, apparently by an iceberg. Now, I previously mentioned that one possible reason for its rapid sinking was because defective iron was used, because the rivets just popped one after another as the ship only barely skimmed an iceberg off the coast of Newfoundland. Now, there are a number of reasons, however, to believe that perhaps there was greater damage inflicted on it by a German U-boat, a submarine. First of all, when the Titanic was discovered in 1985, embedded underwater in the sand, the area, the starboard side or right side where it had struck the iceberg, was completely covered by sand. So they had to use what's called a sub-profiler device to evolve a digital image of the damage done to the side of it. And they found that there were indeed 6 places where the rivets broke. And that covered a total area of about 12 square feet. Actually very insignificant considering the size of the Titanic and the rapidity with which it sunk. And the thought is that there might have been other damage. Now, a number of survivors who testified after the sinking claimed that they did not hear anything or feel anything when that accident happened. But afterwards, they claimed they heard explosions. And one officer who survived claimed he heard what were called 4 reports or explosions in the distance. In addition, survivors in the lifeboat said that they saw a searchlight from some vessel that they thought was coming to rescue them, but it never arrived. The speculation was that it was from the Californian, a nearby ship. However, the captain of the Californian, Stanley Lord, and his 3rd mate claimed that they saw those lights also and that they couldn't even approach the lifeboats because they were impacted in ice at the time. And those lights were not from the Carpathia, which ultimately came to rescue the Titanic. So this was a mystery vessel. And the speculation is that after this U-boat torpedoed the Titanic, it surfaced to assess the damage. And then about 2 a.m., before the Carpathia arrived, it skulked off. But there was a mystery ship in that region, and it could have been a U-boat that had surfaced. In addition, German U-boat technology had been perfected by 1912, and they were actually scanning the North Atlantic and were as close as Newfoundland. Of course, we all know that in 1915, 3 years later, a U-boat from Germany sank the Lusitania. And of course, at the time, the German government denied that, just as they denied any involvement with the Titanic. But there is strong evidence that the Titanic was actually destroyed by a German U-boat. Will we ever know? Possibly not, because some feel the Titanic should be left where it is, covered in the ocean, as a memorial to the 1,500 souls who died on that tragic evening. But any further word on this theory, and you'll hear it first on our show, Mysteries from Beyond the Other Dominions. Now, until next time, may the power of the cosmos be with you. Yes, yes, yes.